So this morning I want to talk about opportunity. And I was doing my Bible study this morning and I read Proverbs 10. And I got to Proverbs 10, verse 5, and I'm going to read it real quick. And it says, "He who gathers during summer and takes advantage of his opportunities is a son who acts wisely. But he who sleeps during harvest and ignores the moment of opportunity is a son who acts shamefully." Opportunity happens to everyone. That's my belief. I believe that everybody gets their chance. The Bible says time and chance happens to them all. We all get a moment in time that opportunity comes knocking at our doors. That moment that you've been praying for, the moment you've been waiting for, the moment that you've dreamed about, that if I can just get this opportunity, if I can just get this chance, if I can just get this one chance, you've talked about it in your head, you've written it down, what's going to happen in that time. But when that opportunity comes, there are three things that I want to ask you. When your opportunity comes, and I wrote it down. When your opportunity comes, number one, are you going to recognize it? Because opportunity will come. But the problem is, are you going to recognize it when the opportunity comes? That's one. Number two, what will you do with the opportunity when it comes? Because it will come. It will come. The problem is never about whether the opportunity will come or will show up or not. The opportunity will come. The opportunity for you to become that person that God has ordained for you to be. The opportunity for you to change the nature and the trajectory of your life is going to come, is going to happen. But what will you do when the opportunity comes? And the third and the most important question of all is, when that opportunity comes, are you going to be ready? Oh my God. When that opportunity comes, are you going to be ready? Because it's not when the opportunity comes that you want to, oh, you know what? Let me go read this in the book. It is not when the opportunity comes and it's staring you in the eyes and you know it's your opportunity. That's not the time to make excuses. That's not the time to allow fear, a fear of insufficiency, a fear of being inadequate. That is not when to allow the fear of not being enough and making excuses. That's not the time for that. When the opportunity comes, you've got to grab it with everything in you. And so I'm going to mention those three things again. Number one, when your opportunity comes, are you going to recognize that as an opportunity? Because sometimes opportunities will disguise itself. It might not come the way you think it's going to come, but it's still the opportunity you've been dreaming about, waiting for, praying for, asking for, and doing all this work for. And so when that opportunity comes, are you going to recognize it? Number two, when that opportunity comes, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? When your season comes, what are you going to do with it? And the last, but the most important of all, is when your opportunity comes, are you going to be ready for it? And the story of the 12 virgins in the Bible comes to mind. The story of the 12 virgins comes to mind. Is it 10 virgins? Sorry. 5 had the oil, 5 didn't have the oil. They both had the opportunity. They both had the same opportunity. They all had the same opportunity, but the Bible says 5 of them were wise and 5 unwise. Because while the 5 prepared and made sure that there was oil in their lantern, the other 5 decided to go partying and say, you know what, I'll leave it. And so when the time came and when the opportunity came, guess what? The 5 who were prepared went in And the 5 who decided that in the moment of preparation, they rather do something else, were never able to seize the opportunity. Opportunities will come. The opportunity that's going to change the course of your life will come. But will you be ready when that opportunity comes? Or are you going to be making excuses? Are you going to be making excuses? Telling yourself, oh, let me go do this first. Let me go do that first. No. When your opportunity comes, you have to hit the ground running. You have to be definite about what you want. If you're not definite about what you want, how will you know when your opportunity shows up? How will you know? How will you know when your opportunity shows up if you're not definite? You've got to be prepared. The Bible says in the book of Genesis, God blessed man. He said, be fruitful, do multiply, do replenish the earth, do subdue it, and then have dominion. A lot of people want to have, but they don't want to do. A lot of people want to do, but they don't want to be. They want to change the course of it. When you be fruitful is the stage of your preparation. Being is a state of preparation. You're preparing yourself for when the opportunity comes, because the opportunity will come. What are you doing right now? Are you being? Are you investing in yourself? Are you reading? Are you a student of the word? Are you seizing opportunities to expand your mind? Are you preparing for that stage? Or are you just like the unwise son who the Bible says the wise son gathers during summer and takes opportunities. But the other unwise son sleeps during harvest and ignores the moment of opportunity. Which one are you? The wise son or the shameful son? Because under the earth, time and chance will happen. Opportunities will come. Are you preparing for your opportunity? Or the time that you're supposed to be preparing, you're doing something else? You have to be focused on what you want. You have to know what you want. And when the opportunity comes, you have to grab it with everything in you. Don't waste your opportunity. Your opportunity, they have a way of changing your life. Opportunities are the answers to your prayers. When it comes, you will know. You don't have to be afraid that, what if it's not the right door? What if it's not the right opportunity? The fact that you already know, you know what you want. So that when what you don't want shows up, you know how to walk away from it. So I'm going to go back and tell you those 3 points again. Number 1, when your opportunity comes, are you going to be aware of it? Number 2, when your opportunity comes, what are you going to do in that moment? And number 3, when your opportunity comes, are you going to be ready? Are you going to be ready? Or are you going to be given excuses? Or are you going to be found wanting? Thank you. This is your girl, Mubo. Have a great day.